Mighty Max, Mighty Max! It's Mighty Max!
Hello YouTube. Today I'm doing 3 Mighty Max horror heads reviews. This time I will show you Mighty Max battles Skull Warrior, Mighty Max defeats Vamp Biter, and Mighty Max against Robot Invader. Let's start with the least favorite one of mine. This is Mighty Max against Robot Invader. I don't really like this set, mainly because I don't think it's creative enough. I mean, it's just a plain robot head. Okay, the brain here is one of the creatures you can take out, but I just don't see any nice ideas behind this. It's just so bland. It's just a futuristic robot head and nothing else. Okay, the teeth look like it's bars maybe in a prison or something like that, and the eyes, you can't really see it, but these are hollow. It shows when I open up. So it looks like this, kind of like a skull, but I don't know why I'm just not impressed by that. This is one of the monsters you get with this set. Obviously it's some kind of mother brain, like maybe the one you have seen in Metroid or something like that. You also get this robot creature, which is not bad, but still kind of generic and bland, and I'm not really a big fan of this one. No face really. We have a waist articulation here, but it's hindered by the arms, so we may as well don't even have that, because you can't really use it for anything. And of course you get a Max figure, which in this case has this dark green cap, which is quite nice. Let me show you the main boss again. So it's this skull with robotic tentacles and a big robotic brain with microchips and stuff inside. It's hollow inside. That's where Max is supposed to stand in this set. I'm not a big fan of this set, and you basically see why. It's nothing special. It's just this robotic background. Well, I don't know. It doesn't work for me. You see all these robotic parts scattered around there, and that's basically it. So, not my favorite set. I do recommend you to pick it up only if you're a big collector of these play sets. Otherwise, you can just skip it because it's nothing special. Okay, next one. Although this set may seem similar to the other, but for me this is quite different. First of all, this is Cyborg. This is Skull Cyborg, who kind of looks like he's been a werewolf before. He was turned into a cyborg. You have the similar mouth that look like bars, but the whole thing has way more thought put into. I mean, I can make up stories with this, and I can't really think about anything interesting with the other. Okay, so let's open it up. If you open this, inside you will find this cool cyborg figure, which has no articulation whatsoever, and he looks like he's basically the small version of the head, I guess. But he looks really cool, except for the part that he's green. He could be the small version of this robotic werewolf head. So obviously we are dealing with a cyborg, half robot, half some kind of green mutant. he has a gun in one of his hands and I don't know what in the other, maybe just his clothes. But this is a really cool figure. I really like it. It's really well done, and you know, this is the kind of character you want to know more about, and not just a bland generic robot. Of course, you always get your Max figure with these sets. Inside there, apart from the scattered robotic parts, you will find out that this cyborg can lie down like this. So that's the position you have to store him in, and it's kind of cool. It's like robots everywhere. And up there you see this surfer thingy. Apparently in the episode he uses this thing to float around with, just like the skateboard in Back to the Future. And he has his back hose, so he can stand on it very well. And this was the eye if you close it, but this way he's having this really cool gun slash floating skateboard. And it's also really cool that you can put Max on it, and actually you can put both of them on it, like father and son riding this thing. Or you can, there's another pack hole here which is only for securing this thing in the head, but you can kind of put the cyborg on the other side. So I don't know, it just gives you a lot of play options and a lot of stories you can make up with these guys. So I really like this set. First I thought this will be just another bland robotic set and I won't really like it, but it's not the case. I really like it. So that's the pack hole. You have to put the skateboard slash gun thing, so you can close it. And last but not least, let's see the Vamp Biter set. This is also one of my favorite ones. I thought it was really interesting to look at. We don't have many vampire themed sets in this line, although it's kind of a no-brainer since vampires are basic horror creatures, but still somehow we don't really have that many. It looks really nice. Just this bat face. You can kind of see the red inside his mouth. That's Max's cap, but it also looks like it's blood or his tongue or whatever, so I think it's a really nice touch. And if you open this up, it opens a bit differently than the others. Oh, and I couldn't reproduce it. Oh, whatever. So this is supposed to stay on. Again, when you open it up, the bat stays on the upper part. It's a bit heavy. And Max is on the lower part of the set. It's just your usual Max figure, and you only get 2 figures in this set, which is kind of a bummer, but the main villain is much bigger than the other guys you get in Mighty Max sets, so I think that kind of provides you with a bit more. So this is the big bat monster that's just waiting to attack Max, and it's got some really nice details on the wings and kind of the same face as the set closed. And also he has this little holes here that fit easily on this part of the playset, so you can just put him up and have him sit there and wait for his prey. The lower part of the playset is not that interesting. I don't know what this red pool is supposed to be. I guess blood or maybe lava. And I don't know why these bats are all on the bottom of this cave thingy. But the upper part looks quite nice. It's like a castle or something, like Dracula's castle or something like that, with these little windows here and here. So it's really nice, and maybe the thing I like it so much is because it reminds me of the old Castlevania games. I don't know why. It kind of looks like those castles for me, and this just makes it a really nice and nostalgic toy for me. So this was my quick review of these 3 playsets. I hope you like it, and I will show you some more pretty soon. Stay tuned and take care. Bye bye.